You are looking at the Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt for over 5,000 years. This river didn't just shape the land, it shaped one of the world's greatest civilizations. Ancient Egyptians called it Iteru, meaning the river, and it was central to their agriculture, trade, and mythology. Without the Nile, there will be no pyramids, no pharaohs, no Egypt as we know it. Our hotel, the Intercontinental, sits near the river, surrounded by old Western-style buildings from the 19th and the early 20th century. This area reflects Cairo's colonial past, when European architects left their mark on the city's skyline. As we walked, we passed an imposing Roman viaduct, a reminder that Egypt was once part of the Roman Empire. Dinner is at Vegan Inner House, a rare find in a city where mid-heavy dishes dominate. Egypt actually has a long history of plant-based eating. Ancient Egyptians relied on lentils, beans and vegetables. We tried the anis minti, a traditional Egyptian drink often served to aid digestion. The lentil soup, a dish so ancient it's mentioned in the Bible. The okra in tomato sauce, a nod to Middle Eastern bamia, a stew dating back centuries. The kofta sandwich, usually made with meat, was reinvented here, a modern twist on a classic. A particular mention to the pizza and its cheese that was so gooey that I had to ask if it was not cow's milk cheese. The next morning, we visited the Ahmad Ibn Tulun Mosque, one of Cairo's oldest and largest. Built in 876 AD, it's a stunning example of early Islamic design, with its spiral minaret and open courtyard. Unlike later mosques, this one was constructed from baked brick, a technique borrowed from Mesopotamia. Climbing the minaret, we saw Cairo's sprawl below, a city that has been crossroads of Africa, the Middle East and Europe for centuries. From here you can almost imagine the Mamluk sultans who once ruled here, or Napoleon's troops serving the cities in 1798. By chance, we stumbled upon Granita, a restaurant with an early 20th century vibe. Cairo's Belle Epoque era in the late 1800s to early 1900s saw a boom in European-style café, where artists and writers gathered. This place felt like stepping into that time with live piano music and decor. The menu proposed attractive old-fashioned dishes, local and international, with several vegetarian options and some plant-based options. I started the meal with a lemon granita, absolutely gorgeous and refreshing. For starter, I ordered a Ferica tabbouleh salad. Ferica is a form of wheat that's harvested while young and cooked over an open fire. The grain has a nutty, earthy flavor and is loaded with protein and fiber, which makes for a nutritious and completely delicious tabbouleh. The penne arrabbiata, with spicy red sauce and basil, certainly a nod to Italy's influence, was simply delicious, the sauce being remarkably flavorful. The collection of cakes looked very appealing, but I couldn't spot any plant-based one. The granita made my day with sweetness, so I was fine with dessert. Visiting the Geyer Anderson Museum in Cairo is akin to stepping into a captivating portal that intertwines the rich tapestry of Egyptian history with the elegance of Islamic art and architecture. Housed in two beautifully restored 17th century townhouses, Beit al-Qitliya and Beit al-Geyer, the museum showcases a remarkable collection assembled by Major A.G. Geyer Anderson, a British officer and keen Egyptologists who occupied the homes in the early 20th century. As you wander through the intricately decorated rooms and adorned with colorful ceramics, exquisite textiles, and finely crafted wooden furnitures, each space offers a glimpse into the lifestyle of affluent Egyptians during the Ottoman period. No trip to Cairo is complete without a visit to Giza, where the pyramids sit. Since I was a child, when I discovered pharaohs' existence, I dreamt about witnessing these extraordinary constructions. What a magnificent sight! It is said they were built around 2580 to 2560 BC. The Great Pyramid of Khufu was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. How did they build it? Theories range from ramps to counterweights, but the truth remains a mystery. The Sphinx, facing east where the sun rises, is carved from a single limestone block, has guarded the plateau for 4,500 years. The Sphinx is located southeast of the pyramids. While the date of its construction is not known for certain, the general consensus among Egyptologists is that the head of the Great Sphinx bears the likeness of the pharaoh's Khafre, dating it to between 2600 and 2500 BC. Its missing nose? Contrary to myth, it wasn't Napoleon's cannon. Historical records shows it was gone by the 15th century. For lunch, our guide took us to the Valley of the Kings, a restaurant sourcing local ingredients, just like ancient Egyptians, who prized fresh produce from the Nile's fertile banks. The star of the show here is the barbecued meat, but I was surprised to discover a large array of plant-based side dishes, like the stuffed cabbage leaves, similar to mashi, a dish dating back to Ottoman times. Hummus and baba ganoush are part of a meze tradition shared across the Middle East. And there were many more. The fresh strawberry juice was simply delightful. The home bread, baked in a traditional oven, connects to Egypt's 5,000-year-old bread-making legacy. They were among the first to discover leavened dough. We concluded our visit at the Egyptian Museum, which houses an impressive collection of over 120,000 artifacts. Our guide led us on a captivating tour, highlighting the iconic pieces that epitomize the era of the pharaohs. We began with the renowned Rosetta Stone, a crucial artifact that unlocked the mysteries of hieroglyphs and marked the beginning of our understanding of ancient Egyptian writing. The guide elaborated on how pharaohs strategically employ sculpture to project their power and divine authority. For instance, Ramses II, who commissioned more statues than any other ruler, used these monumental works to cement his legacy. Ancient Egyptian pharaohs skillfully utilized sculpture as a formidable means to assert their status as god-kings. Through grand statues and intricately crafted tomb sculptures, they embodied the divine characteristic associated with deities like Horus and Osiris, reinforcing their role as intermediaries between the gods and the people. Reliefs upon temples and monuments vividly depicted their military triumphs and divine favor, crafting visual narratives that celebrated their accomplishments and solidified their legitimacy. However, as the divine power of the king's wand, a shift occurred in sculpture. Statues began to take on a more human-like form, reflecting a subtle change in the societal perception of their rulers. The museum proudly showcases artifacts from the tomb of Tutankhamun, which was unearthed in 1922. Among these treasures is the iconic golden mask of the young pharaoh, crafted from 11 kilograms of solid gold, a true testament to the exceptional artistry of ancient artisans. While photography and filming were prohibited within the exhibition hall, I can present a selection of items displayed outside, all of which were uncovered by Howard Carter during the excavation of the tomb. The exquisite craftsmanship of these pieces is truly astonishing. Enjoy the visit. 3 days in Cairo, a journey through 5,000 years of history. From pharaohs to colonial cafes, every corner tells a story. What's your favorite era of Egyptian history? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more travel adventures with a historical twist. See you next time. Bye.